We're here right now in our alumni spotlight with Raybon Fleming, a two-time CUNYAC champion for men's basketball. Raybon, thank you for joining us.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
So you played 2 seasons, 2 championship teams, and of course, again at that time for Tommy Garin. I mean, just talk about that, first of all, that experience, the amount of work that went into it, and really just talk about both those teams in the sense of players you had, because you were a darn good rebounder, over 190 career rebounds for you, but you had Anthony McLean, he's going to be an assistant. You know, obviously the school's 1,000-point scorer, the only one in Karan Dublin, Victor Kovacevic, Alex Humphreys, a loaded bunch. Must have been a bunch of great guys to be around and to practice with.
Definitely. Well, first I want to shout out Anthony for landing the job with BMC as an assistant. I want to shout out Victor for doing this thing over at I can't remember the name of the school, but he is doing his thing. Karan, Terrell, everyone. It was just a great feeling playing with these players for 2 years. Honestly, they made my job so much easier on the court with just the loaded talent that we had. I never worked with a whole bunch of people that just love to play basketball and just love to be in the gym, and it was a great feeling. You know, it was so talent packed, and everyone just had one mission, and we just all feel like we're gonna hit that mission. We're just gonna keep on going no matter what.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Talk about that too, because when talking with Tommy when I first came in, you got up to number 2 in the national rankings. I mean, I just want to ask you, you know, that's pretty darn impressive. Was there something at the end of that other season where you won your first title that went to the next season? I mean, you won several straight games to run to that number 2 ranking before Nassau tripped you up. I mean, is that attributed to chemistry, just winning mentality?
It was chemistry. It was just having a purpose-driven mentality, just wanting more, being hungry. So, you know, we knew there was freshmen coming in. They didn't know too much about how it is to play on a college level. So we try to let them know how it goes, the system, and just get them in tune so that as we get on court and we get on our games and practices, that they know what we're going for. So everybody's on that one mission to get it done. And we just had a team full of talent, and we just all put our talent together, and we just was able to national ranking. It was a great feeling. It was a great run. If I could do it all again, I would.
It's pretty impressive to win 14 straight out of the gate. I mean, it's always an interesting story. Here with Raybon Fleming here and on our alumni spotlight. Get back to basketball in a second, but really impressive off the court as well, Raybon. As I followed your career, you got your GPA up to 3.72. Really talk about how BMCC, their facilities, their staff, their professors. I mean, I had a chance to talk with Dom, the soccer team, Lamarana. I mean, they really spoke about the facilities and these professors, how supportive they are to get you to your academic goals and where you'd like to be. I mean, talk about coming into college, maybe what you had to adjust to, and how'd you get it to such an excellent mark, GPA 3.72. Congrats on that as well.
Thank you so much. I do agree that, you know, college is rigorous. It is rigorous. You know, if I'm telling you that you can come into college and just get a good GPA and everything will be handed to you, I'll be lying. You know, just staying focused, you know, being on top of your work, that's the main thing. I know basketball is everything, but you also have to keep that same purpose that you're driving into basketball into your schoolwork as well. I just want to thank the athletic facility as well. You know, not only did they just open up college just for basketball and for sports, but they made sure that we was on top of our academics as well. You know, giving us all the services and help that we needed to be that great student athlete.
To a basketball question, you know, what is it about playing for Tommy Garin that is just so great? It seems one thing that I've seen in talking with ex-players, the relationship building. And I think that's a lot of what he looks to build on when he recruits, as hard as him and his staff have done. Is there anything else besides on how, you know, great relationships, anything alongside that you like about him as well?
Oh man, Coach G is just a stand-up guy. Like that guy, I love that guy, man. He's made my 2 years at college so fun. Even when I became a coach, you know, he made it seem so, you know, just keep me relaxed and understand that it's something new to me. And just the relationship that he built with me, just recruited me to BMCC was amazing. Like he kept in touch with me, made sure how my classes is great. It's not everything is just not basketball for him. You know, he makes sure you're comfortable in general. You know, academically, physically, even with family, he would ask you how's your family doing, and even offer you help, no matter what it is. Like it's always going to help, sort of help in hand. And a lot of people might take that type of stuff for granted, but I appreciate it so much. I didn't want to go anywhere else but BMCC.
At the same time, too, I think he also promotes a really good team environment. I know some of your AAU. I did some research on you. You're part of Humble Development. You're from Crown Heights in Brooklyn. You
Yeah.
averaged a double double. I mean, it's not easy to really be on a team loaded like that, to really just have such a great culture of teammates there. Anthony McLean, Karan. When you come out of high school and you're the big star, I mean, the fact that you sacrificed was amazing. But what really helped you also embrace that team for 2 straight titles? Because you were a big time player, yet you had to play another role, and you did that very well.
Right. That's just the thing that made it so much easier playing with these guys. Everyone knew their role. Everyone knew when they walked in the gym what their job is on this team for this team to be successful and to excel. So just like coping with them, even off the court, we had a lot of great times off the court. So team chemistry was great. It wasn't even hard for me to just walk on the court and just play with these guys. It felt like a regular thing, honestly. So just the fact that we knew what our role is, what coach expects of us, and what we have to do coming in night out.
Well, obviously, with 2 seasons of back at BMCC, 2 championship seasons back to back. I mean, what was your favorite memory during those 2 years? I know you have many, but just think of one that you'd like to share.
I'll probably say the first championship. The first championship team. It was just that season was just so. I don't have a word for it, but it wasn't just that joyride that everybody expected that we had. It was so many things that came into account that season that we happened to get over, and that the feeling of just holding up the championship and celebrating with my teammates was just great. And just with the group of guys, how happy they were, it was a great feeling just winning that first championship. It didn't take away anything else from the second, but that first one just always had a place in my heart.
So now you're going to be an information systems management major. What do you plan on doing in your future, and why did you choose that major?
I wish I chose that major just because, just growing up in high school or in like my whole life, I always just had a feel for technology, just programming, networking, and just always being around, technology. So I felt like I could find a place in a career where I'm, doing it for a living and just enjoying it. Because the main thing with having a career is not only just doing it just for the wealth and the benefits, but just doing it because we love it.
Are you thinking of creating any apps? Should I be ready to say I knew that guy? Any apps down the road?
With time, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I do enjoy web development, so I hope that with all the content that I'm learning, both in community college and for my 4 year, that I can apply that, and hopefully, have that blockbuster app.
I'll leave you with this. What was your biggest benefit, and why did you really attend BMCC, and why should future athletes that watch this really want to attend the Borough of Manhattan Community College?
Well, before I just speak about Borough of Manhattan Community College, I do just want to say, it is just a big myth saying that, people go to 2 year colleges because you don't have great grades or, you did terrible in high school. I don't agree with the myth, I feel like just going to community college just is a way to improve yourself, even if it's not on the athletic side, but academically. The help that you get is tremendous. Most places you wouldn't find this type of help. And I just feel like with BMCC, they have welcoming arms all the time. They give you the most resources where you can be the best student on and off the court, honestly.